things that I learned the hard way was the importance of having attorneys. I'm a young lady that comes from a home of real estate development. My father was a developer, recently retired. I own everything now because I acquired it. But one of the number one things that I learned the hard way is that too many of us build businesses or companies that we have, and everyone wants to be a CEO, but no one wants to hire an attorney. So as the attorney that's sitting up here,
you do my job for me.
I'm sure he can contest. And one of the things that I learned the hard way is that very early on, while I was already wealthy, building wealth, as far as my liquidity goes, I found myself in a huge lawsuit, a 6 or 7 figure lawsuit that, thank God to my dad, that he helped me get out of. But I learned very early on the hard way about, making sure you have an attorney, securing your brands, having everything you do, and watch your mouth when you are a business owner. Stop getting on social media, arguing with people when you have a business. You will be sued. It does not help you. So get an attorney and keep your mouth closed. Everyone, when you're building a business, when you are in a position where you're ready for a brick and mortar, or in other words, a location, any location that you all get, make sure that that agent or broker that you have understands the permitting, the zoning, the allowances, the uses, because you have things that are variance uses, you have things that are conditional uses, you have special assessments. Guess what, guys? These things cost, and once again, you have to get them done. There was no way that, I'm not talking about anyone, but I'm just being completely real and transparent, because this is the information as well as I said too about the legalities. One of my agents in the back there, she'll tell you I am lawyer strapped all the time. I will call the city in a heartbeat. I literally was just in a meeting today with the city of Plantation. They're one of the most difficult people ever, because my clients needed a special use condition, and they already have a business in the city of Plantation. Make sure those people that you're hiring are not there just for a commission, but they're there to actually know what they're doing, that they're able to identify what it is that you need, because there was no way that someone should have been operating a business with a brick and mortar and did not know that the basics of what they needed in that business was an actual license to operate that business. It goes back into having your lawyers in place. The broker that you have should know what they're doing. And when I mean know what they're doing, know that laws, no statutes, not afraid to call the city, not afraid to call the zoning, not afraid to meet them there, not afraid to walk through that building and be able to also tell you, no, this is not the one for you. So while you all are hiring someone, stop hiring, my homegirl, my sister, my brother, because they're there for a commission. Start hiring professionals that's actually there, that's going to go the extra mile and the extra step, not for the commission, but to ensure that someone like this young lady did not lose tens of thousands of dollars because it looked good and they wanted to get their commission check. The way we work here at Ginger Luxury, and I'm not advertising for myself, but it's the truth. I know I am. But the way that we work, and my agent can contest, if we cannot get the deal done, I will be the first thing to tell you I cannot get it done for you, or it is not able to be done. I do not work for a commission check. I work because guess what? When I get you in that building, I want you to be able to call me 10 years later because you're ready for the next building, and I'm here to help you scale, not to just get a check for today. That's not how business works. So ensure that you all are hiring professionals, not someone that just want to look good on social media and say, hey, I just closed this deal. Most of my deals I don't even advertise because I'm not here for the social media. I'm here to make sure that you are sustainable and that your business can retain what it is there for. Start hiring professionals that understand zoning, permitting, and licensure, that when you go into these cities, because that is also a number one way for you to fail in your business. Stop doing it. We often hear the word negotiation. A lot of people, kind of correlate it with when you negotiate, you have to be tough, you have to be hard, or you have to be harsh because you mean business. One of the number one things that I would say with negotiations is your emotional intelligence. Read your room, read the body language, because like you just said, Melissa, a lot of times the ones that you want to talk to are the ones that are very quiet in the rooms. And a lot of times the ones that are the loudest are never the ones that you actually negotiate with. So the ones that you're going to negotiate with, you want to manage your emotional intelligence, because if they're watching you just be outrageous and egregious about a deal or a number or a figure, they don't want to deal with you. So the way that I negotiate is I always read the room. I negotiate with a lot of men. I come from a background of a lot of men. I'm one daughter to 5 brothers, and my dad was a developer. So when I walk in a room, I always walk in very meek and mild, so that they think that, oh, this is gonna be easy. Until I open my mouth. And also too, not along with the emotional intelligence, I come with numbers. I come with statistics. I come with the education behind it. So if you want to negotiate a land deal, I'm going to come with the depth of the soil, the foundation of the soil. Can we build here? Can we build there? The wind, how you measure the wind rights, water rights, if we have water. Some of these things, they be looking like, wait a minute, this is a woman that's asking these type of questions. But if I got upset about something, because they're going to come back at you very hard. Negotiations do not have to be harsh. When you negotiate nice and soft but assertive, more people want to do business with you. That's what gets the deals. I've never walked into a room, and I will give myself a pat on the back. I close 7- and 8-figure deals very often. And I'm not saying it to boast, but I am kind of saying it to boast. Because when I walk in the room, I'm very meek and mild, and I like to read the room. So when I'm reading the room, I want to know more of, let me look in your eyes and see, what are you on? If you're already having a bad day, I'm going to let you just yell and scream until finally I say, I hear what you're saying. But we're here to work together. So how can I help you so we can help each other and get this deal closed? I'm not here to work against you. I'm here to work for you, even if I'm not representing that side. I have gotten some clients that have literally turned over and said, Ginger, you handled that so well, and I know I gave you a hard time. Could you represent me in my business? Absolutely.